name is Tina Moran, and I'm proud to be Parkway's first preschool director. When I told my husband, Rory, about the video, he said it would be very difficult for me. I said, "What? Difficult for me to talk about this beautiful preschool?" He said, "No, difficult for me to shut up after 3 minutes." My journey began last October. I was preschool director at another church when one of my teachers came to me. She said Parkway needed a new preschool, and she thought I was the gal for the job. I said, "Fine, set up a meeting." So she did, and we walked upstairs that next week. We walked into Pastor Marty's office. I remember seeing no lights on. And then he walked around the desk, and then he had no shoes on. For some weird reason, I was okay with that. I told Pastor Marty that I love to create things, especially things for the greater good. I also told him that in my experience, lots of young families came to me and asked me to recommend a church. I couldn't honestly recommend the church that I was there at the time. I said Parkway might be that church. So he said he'd pray about it and think about it. Well, that Sunday I had to see for myself. My husband and I walked into Parkway as strangers, and we walked out as family. Couldn't really tell you what happened, except we felt like we were home. The people were so welcoming, so loving and caring. My husband said it was the best sermon he had heard in 5 years. So we kept coming back. And as we kept coming back, our faith in Christ kept growing. We're becoming nicer people. In fact, we did our traveling during the week as not to miss the sermon on Sunday. Now, Marty, that's pathetic. Anyway, Pastor Marty emailed me in December, and he said the preschool was a go. I was overjoyed. He advertised it on Valentine's Day. We started slow at first, about 36 children at the end of March. I remember waking up every morning scared to death. What if the phone stopped ringing? What if the family stopped coming? What if this whole thing failed and I failed? I prayed so hard, and God answered me every morning. He said, "Tina, keep the faith and keep driving the bus." Then it was one late Friday afternoon in April when it hit me. I wasn't keeping the faith. I was actually practicing my faith. And I wasn't driving this thing. Heck, if I were, we'd be in the ditch. God had created this preschool, and God was driving this thing. He just asked me to come along for one great ride. After that, everything changed. Families came 2 and 3 at a time. They signed up, they felt they were led. And teachers came, one by one, resigned their old jobs. They felt that they were led too. And then you came, bearing your love and your support, and your time and your talent and your things. So right now we have 143 wonderful children. We have 22 of the finest teachers, Christian teachers, to teach our school. It's been a long journey to get here, and I'm glad I'm home. Thank you, Parkway.